Hey there, superstars. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer, and coach from Live, Love, Give. I hope that you can hear me because I'm trying to talk kind of quietly because I'm in the airport right now, and I've pretty much got a whole restaurant to myself, but there's still people coming in and cruising in. So I really wanted to deliver this message to you guys. I'm actually traveling today. It's going to be a full day of travel for me. I am leaving beautiful Hania here in Crete, in the largest island of Greece, and I have had a fabulous time here, like absolutely been lapping up the people, the food, the culture, the scenery. Oh my gosh, like definitely recommending Hania, the city of Hania in Crete, in the largest island of Greece. And also I felt called to deliver this particular message to you guys today, all about worry, because so many of us get totally caught up in mindless, soul-sucking, endless worry that we don't actually have to. And why I'm really interested in sharing this with you guys today is because I was actually listening to a TED Talk this morning as I was kind of getting ready to leave my place. I was listening to a TED Talk, and I really loved what this woman spoke into. And she said that what you tolerate, you worry about. And I'm going to give you some stats in a second, just all about worrying and like really what consumes our minds when we're worrying and where that comes from and how kind of pointless most of it is. But ultimately what she was really saying and what that really means around, what we tolerate, we worry about, is it's generally what happens is it's all those times and all those areas in our lives where we're just not speaking up. We're just tolerating what is. We're not saying no. We're not saying no when we really mean it. We're going along with things. We're people pleasing. We're doing what we think we should do rather than what we really want to do and what we're inspired to do. There's all those sort of different things. Where in your life you're not speaking up. You're just tolerating, your existence, whether that's with other people and going along with them and tolerating maybe poor behavior, poor treatment, tolerating not speaking up and not speaking your truth and living into that. Maybe it's in a different area of your life. Like for me right now, and for the last 3 months, I've really have been tolerating my health. I'm tolerating the fact that I don't have access to my green smoothies, to cooking all my meals, and just not getting to the gym. Like, it's really difficult, right? So I've been tolerating that. I haven't been doing too much about it, but I've had some different things and been doing some at-home workouts and trying, just had a Greek salad, and you try and make do, but you're still tolerating it, and it can become a worry. But that's a really minute kind of worry to have in the whole scheme of things. And that brings me to the second piece of what I wanted to talk to you guys about, which was a breakdown in the percentages of what constitutes our worrying. So what this woman in this TED Talk was talking into was, she was saying that 40% of what you worry about will never ever happen. And so that's a large chunk of everything that you're worrying about, you're getting caught up in. It takes up your time, it takes you away from being present, it takes you out of the moment, it puts you in fear, because worry is just another version of fear. So that's 40% of what you worry about will never actually happen. 30% of what we worry about has already happened. It's already been and gone. It's in the past, So a whole 30% of what we worry about, we can't change. It's been, it's gone, and we're still getting caught up in mindless worry. Then we've got 12% of what we worry about is really just needless worry about our health. And she gave a really great example of this, which made me laugh, which was, you've had a chronic headache for like a couple of days, and then you get on Dr. Google and you research, and then you feel like, oh my God, I've got a tumor and I'm going to die in 6 months or something. It's like this needless worry that we get caught up in around our health. That's 12%. 10% of what we worry about are really just petty, miscellaneous kind of worries, you know, like, oh, what am I going to cook for dinner tonight? Or what shoes am I going to wear? Or, you know, all that sort of stuff. That's just like all these little surface level fears and concerns that really are completely pointless, but we're still spending 10% of what we worry about on those needless worries, all those different little things. And then finally, 8% of what we worry about are actually real, legitimate worries that we can do something about, that we can make some changes around. So I'm hoping that, you know, you can look at what we're talking about today and realize that if you are a worrier, you know, or there's somebody in your life who worries all the time, I hope you share this video with them. And I hope that it gets you thinking about the fact that 92% of what you're worrying about is pointless, like completely pointless. And then there's that 8% of what you're worrying about. You need some time and attention toward that and do something about it and change it. But don't tolerate it. And that's the real point here. Because whatever you're tolerating in your life becomes a worry. So instead, look at, like, what am I currently just tolerating? I don't want it to be this way, but I'm just tolerating it. I'm just letting it be. I'm just going with the flow. But I really, really don't like what's happening here. And instead, what can you do about it? How can you make a shift? How can you make a change? And how can you break free so that you don't have to get caught up in the mindless worrying? So I'm really hoping that this is of value to you guys. I am super excited as I'm about to leave beautiful Greece, and I had a beautiful, really powerful just send-off actually from my beautiful host. If you guys saw my post from I think a couple of days ago where I shared my host took me to the oldest olive tree in the world, the ancient olive tree. I put up a photo there, and it's something like 4,000 years old in the island of Crete in the town of Vulmos, and it was super beautiful. It was amazing, and it was even more amazing that my amazing host, out of the kindness and generosity of her heart, you know, took me and drove me all the way there. You know, she chatted to me and told me a whole life story. It was super interesting, and actually introduced me to her mother and father-in-law, and they were super cute and Greek, and had me over for Greek coffee and homemade biscuits, and they couldn't speak a word of English, and I could barely speak a word of Greek, so that was interesting and fun. But you know, we had a lot of laughs and a lot of great times together. And this morning, you know, I checked out, and she actually started crying to me. She got quite emotional and wishing me all the luck I could ever have in my life. It was just really beautiful. So I wrote a beautiful message. She had like a book and stuff, and printed off that photo, and she really loved that. And anyway, it was really fun. So it was a really good send-off from beautiful Greece. I highly recommend getting yourself to Greece if you've never been, and in particular getting to Hania here in Crete. It's just super beautiful no matter what time of the year you're here, so you don't run into the same issues that I did in Mykonos and being on a deserted island for a week. It was still good, but had some tension at the initial entrance for that. But yeah, hoping that you guys resonated with today's message, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do a Facebook Live for you from Dubai, because a good friend of mine told me that you can't get on video chat like with Messenger or Skype or Zoom or any of that, so I'm not sure if Facebook Live will work over there. But I will definitely be shooting you guys some videos and some pictures and everything that I'm doing over there. Oh my god, I'm super excited. Got some tours going on, and I don't know if my videos even getting out to you guys, but I do have a couple of you here, so I really want to say hi. So drop me a comment if you're here. That I've got Graham and Muratesh and Shana and Anel. Great to have you guys. Yes, I hope today's message has served you, has supported you, and as always, I'm sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I do hope it's beautiful, amazing, extraordinary, and I hope that you're being empowered by today's message. And I really can't wait to see you guys really soon from Dubai if I can. Otherwise, then I'm back home in Australia. So heading to Sydney after Dubai for 3 nights, and then back home finally to Melbourne after a massive 3-month journey. So can't wait to share more with you guys. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you soon.